what made you realize transgenderism is a threat to women's rights?
I realized through my own personal experience first, I was married to an abusive autogynephile man, and I realized that he was connected or networked online with other men like himself. And then when I got away from the marriage and sought support, for example, I went to a group of domestic violence survivors, and it was already infiltrated by trans rights activists. And I was basically bullied out of the group and called a TERF. I wouldn't be bullied out now. This was years ago, but at the time I was in rough shape, and so I just had I had a hard time trying to find support, and then then people like myself are vilified. You'd hear all these stories about middle-aged men coming out as transgender within marriages, and you wouldn't hear the story of their wives. They're called trans widows. I wrote a story. There's an organization called Trans Widows Voices, where you can write your story and submit it, and it will be published so that we can hear more from these women. My story's on there. And then, as time went on, I started seeing more violent threats toward women who were speaking up about this. Just wide open and obvious autogynephiles being celebrated and glorified. And then when J.K. Rowling spoke out, I was really touched, and I was shocked at the backlash she received. And then I started, and I have 3 children, and when I heard their take on it, I realized that all 3 of my kids had been indoctrinated to a degree with trans ideology, and I wasn't, I thought I protected them from knowing what went on with their father, and years later now, all 3 of them are affected. My oldest identifies as trans, he's 20 now. My middle child doesn't want me to speak because she doesn't want her social group to find out. She feels that her social life would be ruined. And my youngest is afraid of trans activists causing us harm. They think that they can look at this video and figure out where I live and come to our house. So, yeah.